We're here in Macam in the Netherlands. He's coming to talk to the sailmakers about the sail for the new boat. They're going to be building all the sails right here in this loft, and it's just a couple hundred meters away from the boat builder.
We're Cheryl and Paul Shard, hosts of the Distant Shores Sailing Adventure TV series. We've been cruising and living aboard for 34 years, documenting the sailing lifestyle. Join us for the building of our fifth boat, a custom aluminum Orion 49.
We have planned for a double headsail rig like we had on our previous sailboat. This will have twin furling gears set up with a tough 105% inner jib and then a larger and lighter Code Zero style genoa for lighter days. We found the double headsails were great for downwind sailing on ocean passages and used this rig many times sailing for days on end on the open ocean. We're also going with in-mast furling again this time, similar to the mainsail we had on Distant Shores 3. The Selden furling gear was very reliable, and we found it was easy and quick to reef for just one person on watch, and we wouldn't have to wake the off watch. Our plan for the first season with the new boat will see us sailing to the far north in the Arctic Circle, so we are getting a storm jib on a removable inner cutter stay. This will give us 3 different headsails to cover the winds up to storm force.
In preparation for this voyage, we've been learning some Norwegian with the help of Babbel, the sponsor of this week's video.
God morgen.
God morgen. Before any voyage, Paul and I always try to learn some basic words or helpful phrases of the local language, even if English is spoken by most people there, which is the case in Norway. We find that people appreciate the attempt, and we always get a nice reaction.
Yep. I'm probably saying something totally different, like my library book's overdue or something like that.
The lessons are designed by expert language teachers, and they're easy to follow. Kassavast. Babbel is one of the top language learning apps in the world, scientifically proven to help you start speaking a new language in just 3 weeks. So why not get started now? Babbel offers a 20-day money-back guarantee, so I invite you to give Babbel a try. Click the link below to get 60% off your subscription. What language have you always wanted to learn and why? Let me know in the comments below.
I'm especially interested in the technical design of the Furling Mailsail, which will be made with a high-strength Dyneema cloth, but built like a traditional sail rather than laminated. We talked with the sail designer.
So, this is Sipko. Hello.
Hello.
Hi, Sipko.
How are you doing?
Very good.
I've started this morning. This is what the rig data from Sailboat, and this is the rig data which I put in design software. This is on the left screen. You see the 2D project, and this is the 3D. This is where on this screen where I put all the data in it, and then I got a special button in where I can put all the rig data. Mast design, mast measurement, boom, P, A, yay, forestay height. I always do the spreaders because they are very important to design a headsail, because you have to twist around the spreaders. So spreaders are very useful to know what height they are and the width they are. Then I design the sail. In this case is a Furling Mailsail, which is a very flat sail. I have to design it flat because we have to furl it in the mast. You can see that is a very flat sail, and every panel has a certain rounding, and which is very less for Furling Mailsail. So the furling bed
help with the shape of the sail, or are they more to help it go smoothly into the slot of the mast?
both.
Oh, okay.
Both, yeah, because on the leads you got a little rounding on the leads, which is not too much because you got vertical battens. It's an all different story when you get no battens, because then you get a hollow leads.
Yeah.
But now we can design a full sail which is big enough to sail very good on your boat. When you're not that high, upwind, the sail will flutter. And that's the most hard part of designing a flat
some
sail.
shade for going forward.
Yeah.
Some shade.
Yeah.
So you're balancing two things. The flat sail so that it will furl safely and nicely, but having a little bit of shape
Yeah, correctly.
to sail nicely.
Yeah. And you
As
have
much
to
shape as possible.
Yeah, you have to
That's the
design
difficulty.
between those two things, and the camber is very important, and the luff of the mainsail is very important.
Next, we learn there are specific reinforced reef points in this furling mainsail.
You have 3 reef points, and I can show you those reef points. And there, let me see, reef 1. That's this. I can also see what's left here on square meters. When you're sailing in more wind, you can go like this. And when you sail in heavy wind, you go like this. And the reefing points, which Marcel means, is here on the foot and on the leads. You can see it here on the left screen. I will put the sail out, no reefing. You can see here the reinforcement, which is the whole way down to the leads. When I put all the sail in the mast, you can always, on the clew, will left outside the mast, and so you get here a ply, which you can see the yellow line. This is the ply which you have to choose which color you want.
So we'll have to figure out what color it's going to be. There's your department.
Yeah.
Another decision. Okay.
Another decision. You can
Yeah.
think
You can
about
make
it. We're not putting you online here.
I have all the colors for you downstairs.
There's ook een
So,
ply.
You can have a
Fun
choice.
part.
Is it
Draft
possible to
stripes.
have it go to more reef, to go to a further reef point if we wanted to, or is it difficult
Yeah.
to do that?
No. It's easy to do.
We would just have to organize it ahead so
Yeah.
you build in reinforcement there.
Then Rick.
Do you want to do that?
Just one super bad day.
Yeah.
If you want to have the more reef, I can put it
Not
on
lots more,
here.
just one. There's one for a very bad day. Reef line.
Yeah.
In case we're not getting up on the front and putting the storm jib up.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
You mean like this?
Yeah, very bad day like
Yes.
that. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like a trysail.
Yes.
Yeah, trysail size.
Yeah.
You have to stay home.
Yeah. Yeah.
Normally.
Yes.
Not always an option to stay
That's
home.
always
an
option.
Sometimes we're already out there.
This is, but if you sail the sail like this, that's no problem.
So we can just use it like that anyway,
Yeah. Yeah.
without having to do any extra stitching.
Exactly. Because you got a very strong sail. Very strong sail.
It's a Dyneema, and that's very strong. So it can handle the force of the trysail area,
make it-
furling in.
No problem at all. Okay.
That's good to
then,
hear. This is great.
Okay, that's the story about your mainsail.
Later, we get a tour of the sail loft.
Wow, it's huge.
Yeah. So
Very big sails.
here we can fold out all the big sails together. We work on more sails together. So that's why we have all the space.
Oh,
We have here in Holland the old-fashioned scootjes, we call it.
yeah.
They, maybe you know that.
Yeah, I know them.
We have here, for example, we have a piece of the clew, and that's old-fashioned sails. Special make for those boats. It's very hard coated, firm form stability.
Oh wow. Oh yeah, it looks like something older and it feels more modern.
Yeah, that's right. But it's still polyester dark. So, but a lot of
The traditional
handmade traditional ways.
This is a cutting table?
Yeah, this is the cutting table.
Wow, it's very long.
The computer can automatically cut pieces out of the fabric, which is held down by vacuum.
The leads is 19 meters, so that's why we have a table of 20 meters. This is a jib for the old scootjes. So this is using for the races with the old scootjes.
Yeah.
So this is a storm jib on the anti-torsion line. You see it here.
Oh yeah.
So that's also for supporting the mast. It's also a 50-foot boat.
So we would want something similar to this?
Yeah,
probably.
For example. This is a storm jib, but you can also put staysail on.
Yeah.
For it. And look, you have here the torsion cable. It's the length of the staysail.
Yeah.
So it will stabilize the mast very good on that moment. And we put it together on here. And you can furl it on an endless line furling.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's what we want. This will be a removable inner stay that can be set up for very strong winds. The anti-torsion cable lets you unfurl a storm jib, but the whole rig can be removed totally for normal sailing.
You need a very strong furler. This one have a pro furl, and they have load enough for stabilize the mast. So you need a bigger furler for that force on the cutter stay.
So is this a new sail or are you servicing?
No, we put it was an old sail with hanks, and we put now the anti-torsion line in, so he can furl it, and we make also a new staysail, bigger one, for it.
Oh.
So he don't like the wire anymore, so he have now the anti-torsion line.
Yeah. Okay, that makes sense.
Now here is what we talked before, how we put it together. He tape it now and roll it on. Oh, this is Voyager, of niet? This is a Voyager, the same cloth as
the same cloth we were talking about.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's so
he
stiff.
tape it together, and you have to do it very precise.
Precisely, so we won't distract him.
Yeah, that's right. Otherwise they have a...
Uh-oh.
And then it's going over in here.
Oh, I see. So now it moves
And,
onto this and then gets stitched.
Yep, that's right.
Just one piece. So then he needs some help to move it over to here.
Yeah. Moet ik even helpen?
One-man job?
For how many years you do it?
25.
25 years? Pretty much got the hang of it now. Yeah.
Mogelijk dat het net hetzelfde... ja. Ja, dat is nog leuk. Ja, dat is leuk.
I enjoy working with canvas and do sail repairs when needed at sea, so it's impressive viewing the setup they have here.
It will only be a few months now until our Orion 49 will be launched, so the sailmaker will be building our sails soon. Next time on Distant Shores, we'll give you an update on the interior cabinetry being assembled in the mock-up alongside the nearly finished hull, as well as cabling and systems which are being installed ahead of the installation, which will be sprayed in above the floor line here.
And don't forget to click the link in the description to get 60% off your subscription to Babbel and start learning a new language today. And if you're planning to attend the Annapolis Sailboat Show in October, we look forward to seeing you there. Check the Distant Shores website or the description below for where to find us at the show, and please come and say hello. Thanks for watching!